Let's look at how to get started with using matrices on the GraphLock app. So first, I'll click Use Calculator, then tap anywhere on the screen to make the menu go away. You'll find the Matrix tab located right between the trig and the statistics. And notice if you tap it, you can actually swipe right and left to find the different features you need for matrices. I also want to point out that you can actually turn your phone or tablet to the side and put it in landscape mode, where not only will you have the matrix features, but you'll also have the numerical keypad included as well as the operational keypad included. So the steps to using our matrix features. First, you must select M1 through M5 to name your matrix. So let's just say M1. Now I choose the size. So notice we have some custom use sizes below there, but you can also create a custom sized one. So if I click on custom, you can actually select the number of rows and number of columns you would like. Let's just make M1 a 2x2. So now I have the numerical keypad right here, so I can just tap my screen and enter in the values. So 2, -1, -4, and 3. Now, one of the most important parts is that once you have entered in your matrix fully, you must click Store, and you'll find that at the bottom right corner of your screen when you have it in landscape mode. This allows you to store this specific matrix in M1 so you can use it for multiple problems and for multiple operations. So I'm going to select Store. Now, how do we find the determinant of this, or how do we do different things with our M1 now? When you swipe left, this is where you'll find the different features for matrices. Once again, we now need to be able to pull back matrix 1 into our entry bar. So the way you do that is you must first select Eval. If you don't select Evaluate, it won't let you actually pull back that matrix you stored. So now I can simply click Determinant of M1 and we get an answer of 2. So notice, say I forgot to click that Eval button and I went to find the determinant. If I click this in here and then I click M1, notice what happens. It brought my matrix 1 back in, so if I ever needed to make a change to it or update it, but notice it put that determinant in there. We obviously don't want that. So I'm just going to tap my screen, I'm going to delete it out of there, make sure the 3 is back in there, and store it. And so that's just a reminder that you must always first click Evaluate, then you can do whatever you would like to, and enter. So the other thing is, what if you want to go and put in, say, M2? Well, notice if I swipe back over here and I put M2, it tells me, well, M2 is not defined. The reason you're getting that error message is because you currently have the eval button highlighted. So remember, the eval button is only highlighted when you actually want to use a stored matrix. So I'm going to unhighlight that. Now I can click M2, and now I can put in my matrix size. And so once again, I can just input the values by tapping on my screen and store. Now, if you ever want to see the full matrix, especially as they get larger or you want to look at it some more, remember you can simply swipe down on your keypad there and swipe up to bring it up and down. So I've stored it. Now I'm going to swipe left. Remember to actually evaluate it. I'm going to click Eval. And let's find the row echelon of M2, enter, and there we get our answer. So once again, I can swipe down to see it better if I would like. So that's how you can get started with matrices on the GraphLock app. Biggest things to remember are, when you're inputting your M1, M2 and the size, make sure you always store it first. Then when you're ready to actually use it, you must click Eval in order to pull back one of your stored matrices.